Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic was just announced at the Game Awards, and while we don't know much, there is some stuff we know, and speculation is already flying. First of all, this is a single-player action RPG that is, quote, a spiritual successor to Knights of the Old Republic. It is not a direct sequel. I think what this ultimately means is that they're taking kind of the general shape of the galaxy in KOTOR, things like the Sith Interdictor that we can see in the trailer, and using that as the baseline to build the story rather than this being a direct sequel to Knights of the Old Republic. And while this is Fate of the Old Republic, this is not Fate of the Knights of the Old Republic, so this is not what happened to the KOTOR remake. That is a separate project, which earlier this week from the depositions, we learned is under production at Saber and Mad Hat Games. Well, Fate of the Old Republic is being developed by Arkanauts, so both of these projects are still viable. Now, unfortunately, like so many Star Wars projects, especially games, this seems to be being announced potentially prematurely. There is an interview and a press release up on top of the trailer, and it mentioned this game as being early on in the creative design phase. I'm starting to be more hopeful as we get farther and farther away from the exclusivity period that some of these projects at other game studios will start coming out. But unfortunately, I'm not really expecting to see much of this for a long time, if ever. To be honest, I was kind of holding out hope that we'd get some sort of announcement on the Creative Assembly Star Wars game that's been rumored for a while, but I'm also a big Knights of the Old Republic fan, so if this does go anywhere, then I am excited for that. Let me know what you think in the comments.